Why are some of you subscribed to this channel with notifications on, waiting for the moment to pounce on these videos when they come out, just to get mad at me when you know I'm not gonna like the same songs that you do? Me acting like I don't hate watch people. I don't comment about it though. That's the messed up part. Hi, welcome to my end of month review. This is basically where we take the debuts and or comebacks for the month of July. No, oh my god, June, last month, and rank them using our super fancy tier ranking system that we've kind of thrown out the window. But it's there in spirit, okay? Deal with it. June had to have been the busiest month because I have like 11 pages of notes with me right here, including ARTMS, which a lot of you guys bullied me about last time. Oh my god, I have so much to say because I actually dread making these videos. I could talk about like any type of news, and yes, there are hate comments, but when I do end of month reviews, you guys forget how to act. Oh my god, the personal attacks, things being said about my character just because I didn't absolutely fall head over heels in love with the same songs that you did. I'm sorry, did you listen to 30 plus songs and love every single one of them? Streamed every single, maybe some of you did actually, I wouldn't put it past you. I will literally spend hours and hours making these videos, and then the first comment anyone says is, you missed this. Wow, you really hate this group because you missed it. Anyways, let's get into today's video. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with the friends you don't have. And I'm starting to understand why some of you don't have friends. All the comments like, what songs does she like? Maybe the songs that I tell you I like in this video. Freaking duh. So I'm going to explain the tiers really briefly, just so you know what I'm talking about when I say where I would put a song. So at the very top, of course, we have Big Booty Bop. These are for songs that are love at first sight immediately in the playlist, about to be streamed to hell and back. Well, to hell, that doesn't make a lot, you get what I mean. The Cup of Milk tier are for songs that I do enjoy, but it's not necessarily love at first sight, and they don't stay on my playlist as long. Second gen vibes are for songs that I like from afar. You know, if they randomly played on a playlist, I probably wouldn't skip them, but it's more of a casual enjoyment of the song. Followed by the skip tier, I would just simply skip these songs. Then we have the grower tier. These are for songs that I didn't quite like at first, and then they ended up on my playlist. Then we have YG's Dungeon. These are for songs that I feel like could use a little bit more time in the dungeon to simmer to, you know, these are songs that I would change something about, like tangibly change something about. And then K-pop Hell, which we don't make use of because you guys are too sensitive. So with all that said, let's get into our first song of June, which actually is from what's before June, Jesus, which actually comes from May. Oh my god, my eyeliner just left. I'll be right back. Okay, I kind of fixed it. Moving on. Where was I? Okay, so this song starts off immediately with a majestic instrumental and beautiful visuals to go alongside it. I really enjoyed this music video. You know what? Thinking back on it, it kind of reminded me of like I think, is it the 1996 Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes? Which actually kind of fits into my review of this song because I really enjoyed the fact that it was like, actually we'll talk about that connection later, but the sound itself then veers into this hyperpop territory as the members are like dancing in the sky like angels. So again, like I said, I absolutely love the visual direction of this music video. It really complemented the sound so well. Again, those hyperpop elements that are simultaneously quite soft at the same time, paired with these retro chaotic religious themes. That's what I was getting from it. And then the lyrics, the sin of absorbing the sun, the moment it causes harm. It just felt so poetic, like a love so strong that you'd be willing to take on the sun itself if it were to harm the person you loved. We even see the lyrics later on in the song, the sun will never win against me. So it really reinforces that idea, like I'd be willing to take on the sun for you. I'd take on the most powerful thing in the world if it upset you, if it hurt you, if it did anything to you. It's ultimately a song with a super comforting message, and I love the usage of the word angel, most notably of course virtual angel, because it has this modern twist to it, which in theory could tie into that Romeo and Juliet remake because it's a modern twist on Romeo and Juliet. You know, they have guns. The idea at its core is still Romeo and Juliet, but the modern take on it, which the song as well, the core idea is being someone's angel, but the modern take of that would be being a virtual angel, which I think is so cool. From the first time I heard this song, I really loved the idea, but nothing more than that. But it's definitely had some time to grow on me. And ever since, I've been listening to it quite a bit. So had I reviewed it last month, I might have saved it for a rainy day because it kind of checked all my boxes. I really love hyper pop. I loved the message, everything. But this time I guess I'm gonna put it in grower because that's exactly what, or where would you put this song if you saved it for a rainy day? But like, it doesn't happen all the time because I would have reviewed it last month, but I didn't review it last month, and now here we are, and it you know, the rainy day has come. So I do mention in my notes that the song feels a little bittersweet, which I think just gives it that much more dimension. Like a song about being there for someone, about like taking on the sun for someone, having those bittersweet undertones, I think opens up so many more possibilities of ways to interpret the song. There's just so much to appreciate about it. So I'm glad I had time to get around to it. I think I mentioned this for one of their pre-releases, like the birth one, that in the subtitles of their songs, they have the members' names next to the lyrics that they sing, which I always think is such a nice touch. Like if you're trying to get to know a group, that's definitely a great way. So as for where I would put it, I don't know. I would have saved it for a rainy day. So like grower maybe, or like leave it in rainy day because that's where I would have anyways. Fight about it in the comments. BPM's new girl group Badvillain had their debut with their self-titled title track, Badvillain. Now, I don't necessarily hate self-titled title tracks, but I think it takes away the opportunity to really have like a title that will stick in your head, because it's like, what's Badvillain's debut? Badvillain, you know, what does that evoke? Badvillain, I guess, but you know, like I guess it's bold, but I don't know. What do you think of that? So as soon as I heard the rap to this song, it felt very second gen coded, like straight out of 2010. So I enjoyed that aspect. The prospect itself of bringing back Girl Crush is interesting because it's rare now. And I was going to say, but not too long ago, everyone was sick of it. But it has been quite... 2019 was not yesterday. Some of the rhyming of the song was quite interesting too. Like, blowing up Selly, eat you up quick jelly. I was like, Selly, what does that mean? Like cellmate, like in prison or something? Then I got the spicy IDIE, deli. I was like, is that an acronym for something? Like I for... What's a food that starts with I? Dijon. What's a food that starts with I? E everything. I don't know. I die. Not my circus right now. I feel like the song blew up on TikTok. At least I kept hearing it. And there's this phenomenon that happens that sometimes you overhear a song's chorus so much so that by the time you hear the entire song, the chorus feels so out of place because you just associate that one snippet from TikTok. So that's unfortunately what happened to me with this song. I just heard it so much on TikTok that by the time I heard the song in its entirety, the chorus just felt so out of place. Do you know what I mean? Like the chorus isn't out of place. It's not like it doesn't match the song or anything, but because you heard it so much on TikTok, you know the feeling. So that's unfortunately the case for the song. I appreciate the vibe, but it's not something I'm really gravitating towards. Though I will say I really enjoyed the second chorus, how it's like, not that they're screaming, but the vocals were intensified. I wish more songs did that. Like it's all fine to just repeat the chorus, like the same chorus all the time, but I love when there's something just a little bit different. As for the dance break, it felt very YG coded. I even saw like a similar dance move to Blackpink's How You Like That choreography. Not getting ready for all the comments. I'm not saying anything, and this doesn't mean anything. It's not illegal to use the same dance moves. I feel so aggressive, like not today. It just felt YG coded is all I'm saying. I know a lot of people have been saying that Badvillain's debut, or rather their concept, is quite similar to BABYMONSTER's. When I do hear the song, I keep thinking of that BABYMONSTER intro. We are the monsters. Da-da-da, here we go. What song is that? Let's take a look. While we're here, BABYMONSTER. I don't know what it's called. It probably doesn't sound the same. Monsters intro. Okay, so I actually don't know if they sound the same because when I edit the video, there's actually a lot of space in between the first time I hear it and the second snippet. Then I edit them together, and then when I'm editing, I can see if they sound the same. I'm not saying that it's plagiarism or anything of the sort. They just remind me of each other. So I do think overall it's a solid debut, and I think it could grow on me eventually, but for now I'm gonna skip. Kep1er Shooting Star is up next. So as far as I know, this is their last song with all 9 members, so it's quite meaningful, especially with lyrics like, "With you, I'm not afraid of this ending." So right away, I wanted to start singing Twice as I Got You. I made a short about that. Every time this song comes up, I keep trying to sing Twice as I Got You. Every second, every minute, like I can't stop me. But I digress. We of course have astral astronomy related lyrics paired with cute flashing hand choreography. I'm not gonna do it right now. It's like, it's one of those choreographies that are so simple but kind of hard to get at first. I remember with Super Shy, oh my god, I'm already you know, there's just some choreography that's so simple but like takes you a minute to kind of get it, embarrassingly so. But on that note of like the concept, like the star themed concept, feelings pour down like meteors, it's kind of, well, it is super fitting with Girls Planet 999, which is how the group was formed. And then to have this as kind of like a goodbye song, even though it's not really a goodbye song because they're still going to continue, but just without 2 members. It kind of like, it goes full circle, right? So the song, I did really enjoy the lyrics. They feel quite empowering, even though endings are usually quite sad. But they were painting this picture of like, it's okay to throw yourself in the darkness because we can shine bright like a star that won't fade. I'm paraphrasing, but that's the gist. See you again in another galaxy. I'm a sucker for lyrics like that, like see you in another life, in another galaxy, in another world, because it's like it wasn't meant for us in this world, but maybe this connection is so powerful that it will happen again in another world. We could meet in another world. That's how powerful it is. But it's such a shame that it wasn't meant for now. Love could transcend galaxies, worlds, lifetimes. It's really touching to me, and it reminds me of one of my favorite lyrics from Park Bom's Don't Cry. In the next life, we will meet again. Like, such a simple lyric, but the way she sings it, like, I'm not gonna anyways, if they wanted to evoke a bittersweet ending, I think they did a really good job with that, especially with their beautiful voices and that bridge that builds up that feeling all the much more. Personally, I would have saved this as the last song. Like, I'm sure it's probably not, I'm sure like contractually this would have been so difficult, but like at the end of everyone's contracts, bring back all 9 members and have this as like the last song, because now it's like they're saying goodbye, but it's like a 7/9 goodbye. I don't know if that's a thing, but again, contractually I feel like that would be difficult. I'm not like actually complaining. I do think it's a really nice song, very fitting to like say goodbye 7/9 of the way. I actually wrote it off immediately as soon as I heard it, because I don't know, do you guys remember if I liked Twice as I Got You when I first listened to it, or did it have to grow on me? Like, again, I liked the idea of the song, like the whole goodbye thing, the whole everything. So this is another grower, and I'm glad I had the time to come around to liking this song, though it is still so this is one where either it's a grower or it's cup of milk, just because yes, I did add it to my playlist and I did listen to it quite a bit, but like I can't get Twice as I Got You out of my head for this one, which consequently made me listen to Twice as I Got You. But yeah, dreamy, magical, all of the above. WayV's Give Me That is next. Give me love, give me love, give me love, love. I had some flashbacks from EXO with the title of the song, because it's like parenthesis Korean version, because EXO of course used to have like EXO K and EXO M, so we'd have like Korean version in the title, Chinese version in the title. I feel like it's just been a while since I've seen that. So unfortunately, as soon as the song started playing, it really wasn't my thing, just a bit too funky for me. But the idea of the chorus was nice. Like, I could see potential in it, but nothing more than that for me. I personally would have went the more dreamier route because I think the chorus has these dreamier vibes, and that's what people are loving in K-pop recently, like dreamy 5th gen core. Now I'm gonna put the song in YG's dungeon, or maybe for this month it can be SM's dungeon. SM knows how to do dreamy, I just know it. But of course it's not illegal to want to do something funky, but that's just the change that I would personally make because I think there's so much dreamy potential to this song. And not that I know WayV that well, but when have they done like funky concepts like this? I feel like they lean more dreamy, don't they? Anyways, AKMU is back with Hero. I remember not liking Lovely and it went absolutely viral. I mean, objectively, this duo is talented and amazing. I just often find that their style is not my style, and that's okay. Like, it is not illegal to like something from far, to be like, that's a good song, it sounds great. I'm just not gonna stream it personally. Like, some of you need to learn how to do that. I can appreciate their artistry, their vocals and everything from far, but it's not a song that I think I would stream, as I've literally already explained. Thank you very much, Angelina. But of course it's still beautiful. I love the cascading, or how would you describe the hero part? Let me play a little snippet of it for you. Very dreamy. I also loved all the fairy tale references in the music video, and the Wizard of Oz. Is that a fairy tale? And I mean, of course, I see the allure, like it's super vibey, but would you agree that it's not quite mainstream, right? But anyways, the shooby-doo part reminded me of Secret's Starlight Moonlight. Shooby-doo, I also loved like the turquoise water in here. It reminded me of NewJeans ASAP. So again, love this song from far. I'm just personally gonna skip it. So next up we have Xdinary Heroes with Little Things. This isn't even from this month. Like, this is from 2 months ago. Don't ask me how I managed to review the wrong song from 2 months ago. This is a first for me, actually. The only reason I actually realized, because it would have been so embarrassing had I not realized, but I only realized because I was on my YouTube homepage and then I see a new song from them. And originally I'm like, well, maybe it's like a B-side. You know how so many releases these days. And I was like, oh, I'm not gonna bother because I don't have time. That was a lie. So then I click on it and turns out, what? I already wrote it down. So according to Sunmi, they participated in composing this pop punk genre song that conveys a message to one's past self, as well as childhood friends who were young and immature. I know I've reviewed them before, but I never really thought about the logistics of this group. Does everyone sing, and are the instruments real? This is an important question I need answers to, because I saw like a cut of like the guy on the keyboard and he's in one position and then the next cut is completely different. Are they faking it? Is it actually real and it's just like a mistake in the music video? I need to know. The pop punk vibes are of course super duper fun. The box setup reminded me of Lucy. I'm trying to think of which music video. I think Lucy were actually in an empty pool. I could be wrong. I just have a vague memory of this. Or was it WOOAH? Lucy or WOOAH? So, some K-pop band in what seems like a box. I digress. This is another song that I'm going to skip. I just don't feel really drawn to this song. The high notes at the end, however, beautiful, chef's kiss. I did like Boy Ceramics a little bit more, which is the real title track. With Sunmi again saying Boy Ceramics. Did I say ceramics? Boy Comics. Boy Comics is a song where the members' voices express the protagonist of a comic, while the alternative metal bass track sound expresses the setting and antagonist. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually a really interesting concept. So the alternative metal elements I thought were really cool, but it's just not a sound that I'm personally super into these days. So I'm gonna skip it, while again appreciating it from far. But did you notice that the instruments were kind of blurred out? Like the brands of the instruments were blurred out? Interesting. I'm so excited to talk about this. So this is 2US's Hey Hey. Immediately, it's really clear to me that they're plagiarizing Pang and Zelo's Never Give Up. For those who don't know, that's a joke. It's just because both songs start off with the sound of like a school bell, but it's like its own melody. Korean school bells are like their own melody. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. The instrumental was getting me prepared for something inspirational and slightly bittersweet. I don't know, I interpret a lot of things as bittersweet, to be honest. The feeling was of longing, so I was curious how the rest of the song would follow. Getting to the pre-chorus, it was still building up to that, and I have to say that it did not disappoint. This is one of my favorite songs of the month, spoiler alert. So there's this break in the vocals during the chorus. I don't know if it's a break, let me show you, but it just adds so much emotion to the song. Not like a break, but like just the way his voice goes up. I felt it. What do you feel when you run with me? Tell me when this song is all over. Again, I know I just said I'm a sucker for goodbyes, but I'm also a sucker about songs that talk about not wanting songs to end. Now that sounds super specific, and they didn't technically say I don't want this song to end, but why else mention the song ending if you didn't want this moment to last longer? Does that make sense? I have a whole theory. So I guess it would make sense. Like, tell me how you feel after I've poetically sang and danced my feelings about you. Or near the end of the song, they also say, run till we reach the very end. I don't know, I'm just getting the vibe of like, let's run forever. I never want this song to end. So you can tell me how you feel when the song's all over, but the song's never gonna end. Or I don't want the song to end. Like, I just feel like that's the implication, because the beginning of the song also says, and now we're sprinting towards a tomorrow that no one knows. So just this feeling of uncertainty. So that feeling of uncertainty would further push you to not want the song to end. Like, what if you tell me that you don't feel the same way? I don't want the song to end. Let's just run forever. If you have the chance to tell me how you feel when the song ends, who knows what the outcome could be? So let's prolong this moment. Does that make sense? So it reminds me again of another 21 song, Don't Stop the Music, because they're saying, when the music stops, I know I'll never see you again. So DJ, turn it up so we never forget this moment. Don't stop the music. Super great song, by the way. Highly recommended. So that's the vibe I get from this song, from that lyric. Maybe I looked way too much into it. Maybe it really doesn't mean that at all. But you can let me know what you think. That being said, I loved this song. It's so like fluffy and encouraging, and also bittersweet again. The prospect of forever is automatically bittersweet because it just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Everything comes to an end. So wanting that forever and knowing that you could never have it is inherently bittersweet, right? So this song goes straight into big booty bop, and actually it kind of reminds me of This Love by Hyun. Not any particular part, but when I would be singing this song in my head, sometimes it would mash up with This Love by Hyun. Let's play a little snippet of both. Maybe the beat? I don't know what I was thinking. Now let's talk about Everglow's Zombie. I feel like the messaging of the song is quite clear. Like, we're zombies on our phone. That's probably not the message of the song. That's what I interpreted. The way the bright lights of their devices hit their faces to be actually the lighting. Do you know what I mean? That actually reminded me of the movies Bodies, 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 because I remember watching, I think it was Dead Meat's review on it, and they were explaining how in the movie, they were actually using their phones as lighting. So they were using their phones to light their faces during scenes and to light the scene, which is quite clever, right? So we see this in this music video as well. But I mean, the phone thing for real is so relatable. Like, maybe not like posing like a supermodel in front of it, but just like staring intensely and not being able to let it go. They ripped a page out of my own book. Now, sound-wise, of course I still hear Everglow. Like, when Zombie starts playing, I almost want to sing another Everglow song. But in that same breath, sound-wise, it is probably the most different title track they've ever done. And unfortunately, I just didn't really love it. I couldn't really get behind it. Like, I love every single Everglow title track, but this one might be the odd one out. Now, I do appreciate the theme because it's different. They went for something new. It's out of the norm. It's a zombie theme and everyone is wearing the same thing, same hair color. The choreography is also quite cool where they're moving around like zombies. And the message was inspirational too, while also being like an FU, I would say, because it's like, no matter what, I'm like a zombie, never dying, blooming despite all the hardships. And I do think the phone has to do with that actually, because memories spread like poison is one of the lyrics, which I quite liked. And their phones seem to hold on to those memories like an ex calling, and they can only be freed by destroying the phones. So this is a case where like almost everything is perfect. I love the concept, I love the messaging, I love the visuals, the styling, but I'm just not a fan of the sound personally, so I'm gonna skip this one. Let's finally talk about Nayeon's solo with ABCD. I don't know what's going on with YouTube's algorithm right now, but every time I try to look for a music video, it never pops up. So it took me 3 tries to actually find the music video for ABCD. Isn't that what they want? Like people to stream the music video? So why are you putting like a dance practice above everything else? But enough of my life story. So this is an alphabetically confidence anthem that teaches you how to fall in love with simple ABC and D's. A for A, you're gonna be my babe. B for be my babe. C for A, you're gonna be my babe. If you tell me to patch it deeper deep. C for everyone to see me, and D for deeper. Is that right? I don't remember C. What was C for? A, B, C, D. A, you're gonna be my babe. Every time you see me. Oh, every time you see me. I wrote that wrong. Everyone to see me. So I do need to preface this by saying that I didn't like Pop at first, but then I fell in love with Pop and I streamed the crap out of it. So if you're gonna accuse me of having no taste, the proof is in the pudding. I really tried with this song, but it's not my thing. I personally preferred the energy from Pop. It's not that ABCD doesn't like suit her or anything, but I love Cute Nan above anything else. I think she embodies that so well. So for me, it's another song I'm gonna skip. Riize have another guitar themed song with boom boom bass. So we had If You Want Something to Play With, Get a Guitar, and now we have My Baby Likes to String Me On. Very similar messaging, very similar sounds in my opinion. But I digress. According to Sunmi, Boom Boom Bass is a song with funky disco beats and a groovy bass line that expresses the excitement of youths enjoying playing music, and funky disco groovy bass. It definitely was. My eyes leaking again. I very unfortunately really disliked this song. Get a Guitar did kind of grow on me. This unfortunately, look, what I can say, like the boom 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 bass, the choreography reminded me of Jesse's Gum, they had it as a side view, but I did really like that part. It just feels a little bit too similar to Get a Guitar for me. A little bit too funky again. I've said this time and time again, I prefer dreamy Riize, memories. I just felt like this was Get a Guitar 2.0 with like similar outfits, even similar messaging, and Get a Guitar did grow on me. So you never know, but it's gonna be a skip for now. Let's talk about WOOAH's Pom Pom Pom. Pom Pom, I'm cheering me on. Ain't nobody is rooting for me. As soon as I heard this song, I was thinking it feels quite third gen coded, and it is a take back to Girl Crush for sure. Girl Crush is literally making a comeback, it seems. So we have darker styling and more of an anthem-like sound. Even the concept switch itself is quite a take back, because we went from Blush, which was quite dreamy 5th gen core, to now this, which is more 3rd gen Girl Crush, right? So I personally prefer the softer concept. I just feel like with their name, especially, there's 2 exclamation marks, which I guess could be like WOOAH or WOOAH, do you know? I guess so. Never mind, I take that back. I guess it fits anything. Who am I to put them in a box, which is literally what this song talks about. I don't want to be defined, nor can it be regulated. Fair enough. I wasn't feeling the concept wholeheartedly. Like sometimes their vocals even sounded a bit cute, and their mannerisms as well, which isn't a crime or anything, which, hey, undefinable, I guess that fits the concept. But personally, I would have gone the more nostalgic, magical route instead, rather than being a more rock route because at the base I feel the song wants to be magical, like it told me so, but they added guitars instead of fun brain tickling instrumentals. So I would put the song in YG's Dungeon. I would like just change it slightly, change the concept a little bit, but I did really like the idea of being your own cheerleader, even if you're the only one. At least there's someone. We have 2 NewJeans Japanese releases today, starting with Right Now. So this is part of a double single, with Right Now being the B-side. I think it's a cute song about wanting to know someone's feelings immediately, and it's vibey. They have Korean lyrics, English lyrics, and some Japanese lyrics as well, which is interesting. It's the same thing for Supernatural as well. It took me, however, longer than I'd like to admit to realize this was a Japanese release. I felt bamboozled. I felt quite neutral about the song initially, but then it did grow on me, so we're gonna put this one into grower. That tends to be the trend with NewJeans songs for me. However, for Supernatural, again, I feel like neutral about it. I like the idea of it. It's really fun, really retro. I think it'll grow on me, but for now, it's going to be a skip because it's fun. It's NewJeans. Like, I think I'm going to get around to it, but for now, it's a skip. Sabotage by Kwon Eun Bi is next.
Boy, that is sabotage. Baby, you really know what's the deal.
This is another song that has some second-gen vibes to it, which according to Sunmi is a Euro house genre song inspired by 80s disco sounds. The retro drum sounds and the modern synthesizer sounds are reminiscent of the refreshing yet hot summers. We had like an interesting little flamingo move in the choreography during the chorus. I couldn't help but wonder if she was in a group or something. I feel like that move could go viral if you're like kind of leaning on the person in front of you doing that move. I feel like if we had a train with the move, it could be a little bit less awkward. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if I think it's awkward. I think it's genius. I can't tell if I love or hate it, but it's definitely super interesting, right? As for the song itself, I feel like it's missing a little something. Again, a nice song, just missing a little something. So this is something that I would probably put into YG's Dungeon because I see the vision for sure. It has so much potential. Now let's talk about High Key's Let It Burn. I knew the vibe would be slightly angsty based on the visuals and slightly angsty we got as they start singing about only slightly annoying things. That was the first thing I noticed, like iced tea with melted ice, dance music with no rhythm, or dancing off beat. It's like, it's not the worst things in the world. These aren't necessarily crimes or anything, but they're not pleasant either. So the feeling that I was getting, the overall feeling of the song I was getting was lukewarm until they literally mentioned that in the lyrics as well. The love they have is just lukewarm. So let's end it in a more passionate way by letting it burn. Overall, it's a fun pop punk or pop rock sound. Appreciate it from far again, just not my thing. I'm gonna skip it. Red Velvet's comeback with Cosmic is next. I have such conflicting feelings about this song because it does go into that funky. SM's obsessed with funk recently, but my god, is it also dreamy? Are they also putting these dreamy vibes into the song paired with those beautiful vocals? So it's really hard to dislike. Like, the dreamy nature of this song is really forcing me to look past what I believe to be overdone 70s vibes. Like, it's really a beautiful song. I just don't know right now. I'm still unsure about it. Like, I think I'm actually gonna save this song for a rainy day. I'm getting kind of chill kill flashbacks where I knew this song was great, but just not for now. And this is what I'm getting for Cosmic. Like, what a beautiful song. Just maybe not for now. Let's give it a little listen. Let's give it a little listen. Oh my god. Beautiful. I'm gonna save it for a rainy day, but I need your help because every time I listen to this song, I keep thinking of this other song that I cannot find. I can't gotta get you out of my mind. If you were my love, why don't you what you thinking about? I've tried searching up the lyrics. I've tried Shazamming my own voice. I cannot find this song. But every time I hear Cosmic, it reminds me of this song and I just can't find it. So please let me know if you know which song it is. We have a disbandment track next, which is always quite sad. I only know one disbandment track that is actually sad, which is 21's Goodbye. Because most other disbandment tracks, you don't know they're disbandment tracks until they actually disband. And then it becomes a disbandment track. But to have a like a purposeful disbandment track is totally different because the group knows they're saying goodbye. Sometimes the groups have no idea they're saying goodbye. Their last track is like Mago. But it's actually even sadder to see how much of a low budget this music video and song had. Now, some people are saying that the members themselves paid for everything. That sucks so much. Like, obviously, it just, like, if that is true, I don't know if that's true. If that is true, that just goes to show, you know, their love for their fans. You know, they're putting what they can into it, and that's something to be appreciated. But if it's the company putting so little into it, shame on them. At the same time, I understand from a company point of view, they'd be like, why would we put money into this? But like, also, I can understand a lot of fans' frustration about this. So CoinciDestiny is an electronic pop song with hopeful melody and dreamy synth sounds. The song conveys the affectionate feelings of the 8 Weki Meki. Weki Meki or Weki Meki? Weki Meki. I'm so Peke. They say Weki Meki, don't they? But it's spelled Wiki Meki.
Weki, Meki,
I've been hearing it as Weki Meki. My memory has failed me. Wiki Meki. The affectionate feelings of the 8 Weki Meki members for each other, as well as the fans for Weki Meki, which felt like a coincidence but was destiny. That's literally so sweet to think about. Something that feels like a coincidence but was destiny. And of course, the song as described does feel dreamy and hopeful. It's just one of those songs that deserve more. I would put it in second gen vibes. But honestly, I would have like, you know, gone through the disbandment and then like, I know contractually this probably wouldn't have worked out, but like gotten everyone together and done the goodbye song like outside of the company so that like if the company did put so little money into this, they wouldn't get back. Do you know what? Call themselves Hecky Becky. I can smell the lawsuit coming up, but you get the sentiment, right? Next up with Signature's fun summer song, PoongDeong. It's a nice little love song about swimming to you, dizzy, breathless. How can I describe this feeling? So I didn't love this song, unfortunately. It did, however, remind me a little bit of Peekaboo by Red Velvet. Just that little part. Another summer love song, we have Sunmi's Balloon in Love. This song describes your heart like a balloon that has the potential to pop. My interpretation of that analogy is kind of like going into love fearlessly because you don't care if it pops. Your love is so strong anyways. I love how in the lyrics it's written like stay in my arms please, like PLZ, and every consequent please is also written PLZ. I thought that was cute. Sound-wise, I heard someone describe it as Heartburn's sister, and I can see that for sure. Just like Heartburn, however, it's a nice song just from far. I don't feel super inclined to listen to it right now, so I'm gonna skip. In aespa's saga of songs about living their lives, we now have Live My Life. The other one being Life's Too Short. Get it? Anyways. So this is like a coming of age song about living your life outside of people's obvious expectations. And it kind of aims to let loose with a rock inspiration. My favorite part is around the 2-minute mark where we have multiple members singing different lines at the same time. And it just sounds so beautiful together. And the music video seems like it was all a dream type situation. And just my own addition to this, it's actually surprisingly easy to push a car on neutral. I had to find out the hard way. Thank you, Ford. Anyways, again, love the idea, just not for me. I'm gonna skip. Actually, in terms of aespa releases, I know this did it get released that month? No, I think it was the month before, but Bahama by aespa. Oh my god, what a song. I love Bahama. And now Hot Mess just came out. I know we're in July. I can't wait to review that next month. We're joined again by Chu's Furry Monsters in her new song Strawberry Rush. Based on the teaser, I thought I would really like this song. The mere mention of strawberries is always so cute to have a fruit theme, and the instrumental was quite quick and upbeat. Again, hyperpop vibes, we love to see it. And actually the helmet reminded me of Bar 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 by Crayon Pop, alongside just the quirky nature of the video. So for my taste, like during the first verse, I thought it was super unique, and I was expecting either something more cutesy or more in that hyperpop realm, and it ended up being a little bit more kind of magical. Actually, it actually reminds me of that song, Beautiful Girls All Over the World. So in terms of where I'd place it, I think I'm gonna put it into second gen vibes. I'm in love with that pre-chorus. It's so fun, so if it randomly played, I wouldn't skip it. Rockstar by Riize is up next. A song about literally being a rock star. Gold teeth sitting on the dash. She a rock star. Does it actually make sense given she's a pop star? Yes, actually, because rockstar is a state of mind.
Gold teeth sitting on a dash, she a rock star.
Right? Like it's a thing for people to say like, oh, I'm a rock star, living like a rock star. Like it's a saying rather than her actually trying to pass herself off as someone who does rock music. I've seen a couple people being like, she does pop music. What is this? I did enjoy the song. My favorite part, as always, is still, Lisa, can you teach me Japanese? I say hi, hi. So I previously pointed out that Lisa uses a sample in Rockstar, and oh my god, the comments were absolutely wild. You guys realize that samples aren't illegal, right? The worst part, actually, aside from comments talking about my weight, how I'm jobless, how I'm such a hater, were the comments telling me that it's just a sample and that I should stop hating. That's what I said. Thank you for explaining to me exactly what I said in this video. Good job. Do you just click on a short and don't watch it and you just comment whatever comes to your mind? Do you not feel ashamed? Like, I will literally not comment on anything until I've watched it at least twice, just in case I miss something and then I look stupid. I need to start living my life more carefree like that. But anyways, Cup of Milk. I'm gonna put Riize's Rockstar into Cup of Milk. We're nearing the end, guys. Let's get this done. Forever by BABYMONSTER. So the song is quite a roller coaster, and I did enjoy some parts of it for sure. Like the last chorus, absolutely magical. Baby, it was all a dream. You thought I was yours? Very dreamy. And then we have these rap parts which come in and switch things up. In terms of streaming, not my thing for now, but I do have to agree that it sounds familiar in some parts. Some people are saying that BABYMONSTER's Forever sounds like So Am I by Ava Max. I've actually not heard So Am I by Ava. I guess I have. The bar is red. Another K-pop song must have sounded like So Am I for me to have listened to this already. What do you think? Also, I could have sworn there was at least a couple other K-pop songs that people thought sounded like So Am I by Ava Max. Other people are also saying that it sounds like I Want by IVE. What do you think? When I hear this song, I keep singing a Lady Gaga song. What is it? Judas. But I'm still in love with Judas, baby. Do you hear it or not really? Oh, Kiss of Life's Sticky. Immediately Big Booty Bop. I knew I would like this song before it even came out, just in the teaser. The teaser was good enough for me. A lot of people are comparing Kiss of Life to Sistar, and I can definitely see it with Sticky, just a fun summer concept, the beautiful vocals, and I'm absolutely loving it. People saying that they're the 5th gen version of Sistar. Like, if we just compare Sticky to like Touch My Body, I can for sure see the parallels. So let me know what you think about that. As for me, again, Big Booty Bop for Sticky. Lastly, we have Katseye, who debuted with Debut, but it's not actually their debut as they express in the lyrics. So this is, of course, HYBE's American girl group. I think the song is super catchy. When I first listened to it, I was like, But listening to it this morning, I actually added it to my playlist. It's fun. It's like a girl group anthem, and I'm really excited to see what they come out with next. So for debut, I'm gonna put it into Grower. And that is where we end the review portion of this video. Oh my god, did I even press? I was like, did I even record the audio? That would suck because we've been recording for 1 hour and 13 minutes. So that's it for the review portion. Now we're going to take a look at my top songs of the month, whether or not they came out this month. So I have a feeling there's gonna be so much Chappell Roan you don't even understand. So here it is. We have at number 1, Red Wine Supernova. Number 2, Hey Hey by To Us. Number 3, Femininomenon. Oh, what? A Femininomenon. I love that song so much. It's so fun. Sticky, Kiss of Life. Lisa's Rockstar, the extended version, which is actually only 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Jump by Tyler Gunn and Skillibang. Pink Pony Club, Chappell Roan. Right Now by NewJeans. Hot to Go by Chappell Roan. And Virtual Angel by ARTMS. These are my top 10 songs of the month. So let me know your top 10 as well. Which songs you liked, which songs you didn't like for the month of June. And I think that's basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. My eye is still leaking. God damn. Bye.